Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. In today's episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations, we're going to be taking a look at a build that I have called the Kinetic Waterfall machine. Now this creation is something like an art piece. It uses the modded part spawner to create a very satisfying waterfall effect that is a lot of fun to look at. So in the video we'll see the waterfall effect in action. I'm going to show you how this build works, and I'm also going to make some modifications to it to make it even cooler. But guys, if you have any suggestions for part spawner builds, then let me know down in the comments what you would like to see with them. I have a few ideas myself, but I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have as well. But now it is time to get started. So, Kinetic Waterfall machine, what does that mean exactly? Well, I think the easiest thing to do is to just show you what it's all about. So we're gonna get into this little seat right here, and this is our little viewing section for the waterfall. Now, once we're positioned, all we have to do is press 3 and then 1, and here we go, guys. This is the Kinetic Waterfall machine in action. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's so satisfying. It's never ending. It is going to continuously do this on an infinite loop until we turn the machine off again by pressing the 1 switch. So now, as you can see, when I turn the machine on, there is one single color, and that is a beautiful blue waterfall. Now, there is another function that this does have, and we can actually progressively change the color of the blocks and get a whole pattern flowing like the waterfall. And there we go, it goes from yellow, green to purple. And now, of course, at this point, we can reverse the entire pattern, and it is going to flow through the green, and then flow through the yellow again, and then ending on the blue right here, back to our original waterfall pattern. All the smoke and debris that this creation is creating at the bottom looks really funny as well, and I'm really happy that it actually does match the color. Alright, so we're gonna turn the machine off. Let's hop out of the seat here, and let's take a look. Now on the front, you can see we do have all of the part spawners up there. That is, of course, where the blocks are coming from. Now down here, this is a large row of saw blades. Now these saw blades are going to be destroying the blocks as they fall down. Now every now and then some blocks might sneak underneath the saw blades and you'll have to delete them, or else it might get a little laggy, but it's a pretty efficient build. They just fall down, they get destroyed, and it can do it continuously. Now looking at the back of this build, you can see what is going on and how the entire thing works. So as you can see, we saw the colors flowing through the waterfall, and now here they are in a very long row with the purple, green, yellow, and of course the starting blue right there. So the way the part spawners work is you can hook up a sensor to the part spawner, and the part spawner essentially just sees what the sensor sees, and it spawns whatever is in front of it. So here you can see we have all of these sensors hooked up to the part spawners up above. Now the way it's working when it comes to that waterfall effect with the different colors is I have it mounted to a piston right here. The piston extends along this track going through various colors. Now of course you can change some of the settings here. You can make it piston out longer. You can change the speed at which it goes as well, which changes the speed that the transition happens. And you can also change the length of the piston. So if you wanted to, you could make this piston extend out even longer and add more and more colors. And this blinking thing right here is essentially just to allow the part spawners to spawn on a specific timer where they are all matched together. Now, like I mentioned, guys, I do want to make a modification to this to make this build a little cooler. But before we do that, I'm going to show you guys one last time, now that you understand what is going on in the back, how this works. So we turn the saw blades on. We start turning the waterfall effect on, and then we press the 2 key, which moves that piston along the color board, and then it reaches the various colors. There we go, we get to purple, and then we turn it back the other way. And you can actually kind of press this over and over again. And look at this, guys. You can see I can wiggle the purple and the green together from one side to the other. And of course, I'm just turning the piston on and off. So here we go. Now I've not turned it back on again, and it's going to go all the way back to blue. So this is a very, very satisfying build, but here's my idea for the modification. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding an extra piston. So right now we have a piston that moves horizontally along the ground, but I'm going to add a second piston that goes vertically. So the whole idea for that is basically we'll be able to do different color patterns in different directions, but we'll also be able to use different parts because I have the Destructible parts mod loaded into this world, so we can put a whole bunch of different things and watch them flow like a waterfall. Now I'm going to start the modification here. Now instead of doing a time lapse or anything like that, I'm going to use the magic of editing and bring you to the finished product. Alright, so here we are at the finished modification. So now I have another piston here ready to change the variable of what is going to become the waterfall. So we've got two buttons right here we can press, and this one on the left is going to raise the sensor bar up by one at a time, and then of course the one on the right is going to bring it down one at a time. And we also have a little number display there just so you can see at which level your sensors are. So I'm just going to do a quick test right here to make sure everything is working. There we go, yes. Okay, we've got our waterfall back in action. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and add something that we can destroy that is not just those blocks. Now I think there's actually a certain baby duck that is destructible. So now let's see if we can't add an entire row of these ducks just like that. Okay, there we go. And oh, actually wait, I gotta set it. Here we go, one up. Okay, there we go. The sensor is now looking at the destructible duck. Now let's see here, guys, and don't worry, no ducks were harmed in the making of this video. So let's see, duck waterfall. I love it. The ducks are all like facing straight in to the saw blades. They're going like face first. This is ridiculous. But it's really, really satisfying. Now you could extend this row of ducks all the way down the line here and push the piston out that way. But there's another thing that we could do, and that is actually go up vertically. So of course, the whole point of that was to just continuously be able to change whatever the piston is looking at. I mean, not piston, sensor. Now I want to try something a little weirder than the duck. So let's see, we're going to go into the destructible parts here. Now I wonder what would happen if we put, say, a chair. We've also got our trusty hand as well, and maybe one more thing. How about this large destructible cylinder? Alright, so let's see. Now this is going to be kind of weird, so I think if we do chair, how am I actually going to do a chair setup? Maybe if we do something like this, guys. We're going to extend this out like so, and I think if I just put a chair here, it's just going to be seen by all of those sensors. Let's just do a little test here. We're going to move it up, and I think those should all be looking at a chair. Okay, so that's looking pretty good there. We're going to do the chair there. We're going to extend this up even higher, and now let's see, I guess actually for the hand. Okay guys, this is getting slightly ridiculous. Alright, there we go. We've got the row of hands, and now we're gonna do one final row here. Actually, okay, this is gonna make sense if we just go back this way, and I think the barrel should be able to fit right here. Alright, so we've seen the blue waterfall that changes colors. We've seen the duck, so now we've got chairs, a pointing finger hand, and then a whole bunch of large barrels. So let's see, we've got it set to the chair. I suppose we could probably even just go up higher. It really doesn't matter. It's still set to the chair. So here we go. I have no idea what's going to happen. This might be a huge mistake, but it's chair time in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's kind of working. Okay, yes, there we go. More chairs. Too many chairs. Too many chairs. Okay, okay, hold on. Uh-oh, ow. Jeez, what am I... Oh, okay. What am I supposed to do with all these chairs? Alright, so chairs was not a great success, but that was absolutely hilarious. Now, let's see here. We're going to raise it up to the hand. Is that it? Okay, there it is right there. We've got the hand. Now, I suppose it kind of depends on how it spawns out of these item spawners as to how crazy this is going to be. So here we go. It's hand time in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, look at that. They're all pointing to the left. I wonder what they're all pointing at. Oh, wow. This is so weird. It's just an endless stream of hands. Okay, so that is the hands. And then the final thing is going to be the barrel. Oh, God, guys. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Okay, so it's... I think, yeah, okay. They're all seeing the barrel now. This might be The stupidest thing ever, but here we go in 3, 2, 1. It's barrel time. Oh yeah! Come on, barrels! Fall, waterfall, barrel fall, and this is kind of working. They're kind of funneling in. Oh god, okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Too many barrels. Too many barrels. Wow, look at this, guys. There are so many barrels. It goes from nothing to a million things in the blink of an eye, but now I've got to delete all these. Alright guys, I've set up one final waterfall to end the video, so here we go. We've got the standard ducks facing straight into the saw blades, but I've made it even better, guys. We've got the full color gambit of Scrap Mechanic. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at this. This is flowing through all of the colors. Oh man, this looks so weird. Okay, it's going through the darker colors, and then it's okay. There's the end, so now we can go back the other way, and there we go. Look at this, guys. We've got this ridiculous, colorful duck waterfall, the entire rainbow. I absolutely love this build. It's really, really strange. Now, guys, if you did enjoy this build or the video, then let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to see some more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and maybe even turn on some notifications so you can get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be seeing you in the next one. So, bye for now.